I'm Gary Panetta.
And I'm Pam Adams.
And this is River City Roundup, and we're here at Old Chicago for Night of the Barrels, which is the prelude to the International Beer Expo at Expo Gardens on Friday and Saturday.
We have brought in 31 different beers from all over the United States and the world.
What's an IPA?
It's called India Pale Ale. It's many years ago in history, beers were sent from Africa all the way across the world or from England all the way around Africa over to India for trading. The beer was not drank on the boat, but in order to keep it alive, they had to hop the beer. Hopping is an agent that will keep the beer alive, okay? Comes from the cannabis plant. It's hops, okay? But by double hopping the beer would stay alive.
They actually call these beers extreme beers because they're totally beyond what the old countries are used to drinking. We experiment a lot more. In Europe, they make beers the same way for the last 1,000 or 1,500, 1,200 years. Well, in America, we've tried how they make their beers, and they go, we can do better. We'll try something different. So we'll go out and we'll add more hops to it. We'll add pumpkin to it. We'll add different fruits to it. We'll do a watermelon beer. We'll do anything you can think of to come up with a beer. Some of it works, some of it doesn't, but it's part of the American creativity.
All these different beers, do they really taste like beer? I don't like beer.
No, absolutely.
Would I like them? I don't like.
What you like? Do you like coffee?
Yeah.
Then try an espresso stout. Do you like coffee? Try an espresso stout.
Okay.
I mean, if you're used to drinking a domestic beer, this is another league. You know, we could sit here and say, well, there's the minor leagues and the major leagues.
Oh, this is a whole
This is the major leagues.
Okay, but you have here something called an espresso oak aged Yeti. Okay. Like a Yeti is the abominable snowman.
Right, that's a name used in Colorado. The oak aged means that it's the bourbon part means they've aged that beer in a bourbon barrel. So they bring these barrels in and put the beer in to get that flavor of that bourbon barrel into the beer.
But where does the abominable snowman come into it? The Yeti thing. What is that? You know, it's
marketing.
Just marketing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Big Yeti, big beer. It's
big
trying
beer.
to.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But it's part of the marketing side.
Doggy style beer. That's all marketing.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so. Right? Let's hope so.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
So I can get really drunk.
Well, we're not really out there for that.
And it's beer.
Oh, it smells good. Can I taste it?
Oh, that does smell good. It kind of has a fruity smell.
Very fruity nose to it. Which one is that? That's the third one in the.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You want this back?
Maharaja.
Wait a minute, I haven't tasted beer in, I'm 55, I haven't tasted beer in 35 years.
Now you're drinking real beer.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
The difference between beer and like soda pop is, you know, there's a few colas out there. You know, you got Coke, Pepsi, RC, and you got the Sam's Club soda. But let's say beer, you know, you talk Oktoberfest style beers, or Maibach's or Bach beer, you know, get back to Oktoberfest. You can have 28 different Oktoberfests, they're all going to taste different.
So if you got involved when you were in high school, were you underage?
You know, there was no laws regarding it back then. I couldn't buy beer, but there was no laws. You know, we went to the store and bought beer, and we made it. And they figured if we can go through all the trials and tribulations and effort to make it, let them drink it. You know.
Oh.
Like that, right? Give me a tank of this to dunk my head in. That's what I want, right? Because I'm American. I don't have any restraints.
Or the two is good.
Good for you. Drink more beer.
It has positive health
I'm
effects.
spilling it already. Okay, Pam, I think the beer has gone to my head. Peabo Bryson. Talk to me about Peabo Bryson. This is a guy, you know his voice everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
And he's performing where?
He will be here Saturday night for the Tri-County Urban League's annual Black and White Gala. You have heard him if you have young children because his voice has been on the theme songs of Aladdin and what's one of those other Disney movies? Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
Beauty and
that's
the
right.
Beast.
But he was big like with soul music in the 70s.
Yeah, he was big. He was one of those love ballad dudes.
And this is like, if you just want to see him, it's $40 just to see him, and he's at 8:30. It's $150 if you want dinner as well, but it's for a good cause because this money goes to scholarships and other things sponsored by the Tri-County Urban League. So it's really great music and a great cause. There's also a movie. It's a movie about journalism.
Right.
Yeah, and this is State of Play with Russell Crowe. And Russell Crowe is like some conspiracy involving an heiress and a congressman, just like stuff that we do, right? you were just covering like a conspiracy with a congressman, right?
No, I think it was a conspiracy with a governor.
A governor, right? Yeah, conspiracy with a governor.
Yeah.
Good reporters don't have friends, only sources.
You okay?
Collins was allegedly having an affair with a young woman.
Want to know everything that we can about her.
But your desk is really messy, just like Russell Crowe's is.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Well, because my desk is really messy as well, Pam. So we can be together in that, right? But other than that, this movie bears very little resemblance to newspaper journalism. Believe me, we've been there.
I'm gonna have a beer.
I'm gonna have another beer. So I've got to get another refill on this. So now we're at Eastlight Theater, and we're gonna go backstage because only theater critics can do this. So come on, we're gonna go backstage, and we're gonna learn about the Buddy Holly story, which is going on at Eastlight Theater, opening Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, and then running through the next week and the next weekend over at East Peoria Community High School, where the Eastlight Theater Company is. And here we are backstage with the Buddy Holly story. And here, this gentleman, wait a minute, you've got, could this be Buddy Holly? You're not Buddy Holly?
He's the mime version of Buddy.
The mime version of Buddy Holly. Well, I want to talk to Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly, you're Buddy Holly.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what's your actual name?
My actual name?
Yes.
My real name or my...
Your real name.
Stephen Lassiter.
Okay, so this is the story of Buddy Holly's really brief life, especially the last 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some of the highlights in the show.
All right. Well, there's a whole. Anytime that the band is playing, I think it's a highlight because I think it's cool to see the actors actually pick up the instruments and play them, and hopefully play them well.
Okay, you can play this thing.
I can. Yeah. This is my sweet Fender Strat, man. Got just for the show.
1, 2, 3, well, ready, set, go, man, go.
You know, it's a good thing my wife wants me to drink more, because I'm drinking more now.
Well,